Alright, let's go get this sweep in.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod in this one, Zach Gallen. What do we have on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Just about to get started.
Had some dominant pitching in this series so far. Let's see if that continues.
And there's a foul ball.
That's the ball.
Hap, a first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati in 2015. Yeah, that's fouled off. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Ooh. Might have got away with one there.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Now, Michael Busch.
Ball.
Big average.
The 1-0. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Fouls one off. 2-2. Now one missed.
Ooh, going 4 counts in my first 2 batters is not what I had in mind.
3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
But I win the at-bat in the end on each of them. So.
He didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout.
Okay.
You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire,
that looked low, but again, I got away with one.
Protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 4, Pete.
Next to hit, Pete Crow Armstrong.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. And another ball. Gallen, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swings through that one for strike 1. Suzuki, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout.
Good inning minus a single.
Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back here at Tropicana Field. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound.
A really good ERA.
Which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Chandler Simpson now at the plate.
Ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Check swing, but he went too far. And a count now even up.
Big whiff there.
Fly ball down the line.
Hey, Rexy.
That one is foul, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
How you doing this morning? This afternoon?
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. 3 for 6 in the series so far.
Oh.
Yeah. Getting through it each day as it comes, I guess. So.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away. But look for him to come back in
I need to get Chandler over to second here.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. The 2-1 is high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
3-1 is on the way. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Okay, that's going to be a strike.
The first baseman, number 8.
Not far out of the zone.
Oh, wow.
A ball. Still one challenge left for them. First and second. No outs.
All right, so two walks to start the game.
No outs. Runners at first and second. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong.
That's not going to do me anything.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Okay.
Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. And an important bat for them, batting 5th in this one. Cal Raleigh.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Junior Caminero in the box now. Takes strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Check swing. Went around.
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the of the red shoes with the rest of the Rays uniform here. Might have to do something about that.
As far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way
kind of clashes.
Climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 1-2. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches.
Congrats on the 30 stream streak.
Pitching for a double play in this spot.
Strike
out
looking. Huge.
That was a tough one to take.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground. And you drive across.
Good job on getting first.
Frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh trying to get the Rays on the board.
That was a tough one to take.
Ripped on the ground a second. They get the force.
An opportunity slipped by the boards there. So.
After 1. Back here in Tampa Bay. So up now for Chicago, Carson Kelly. That one found hard the other way. Yo 1. Late swing fouled off.
Yeah, what happened there?
0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first. One out in the second.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner. High fly ball down the left field line.
That's 1-0.
Back there, out of here. He jacks that one out to left. His first homer of the year, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get
Back
over
and
the
forth,
fence.
huh?
Dansby Swanson stands in. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
One down. And next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop, but no chance. That's an infield single.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
One gone runner at first. Here's the rookie third baseman, Jonathan Long. Looking for his first big league hit right here. There's a strike. Fouled off left side.
Yeah.
And the 0-2. Just off the inside edge. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice,
I hate it when I get a tickle in my throat.
Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now here is Ian Happ. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next to hit, Michael Busch. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center.
At least I only gave up 2 runs.
And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Bottom of the 2nd. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Diaz went deep in his most recent game.
Strike. Woo.
The 0-1. In the air, right field. Suzuki in position.
That's lazy fly ball.
One away.
Batting 7, the center fielder,
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays.
Whoa.
And it's even up. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
That one pushed foul. Lifted in the air, right
Nope.
center field. Takes it in for the out.
Nothing there either.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Taylor.
Now it's the shortstop, Taylor Walls.
No, that's a ball. Ball.
It's not the first time they watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Up the middle, corner. Jump throw.
Yeah, got him.
Rays held in check here. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Yeah. This may be tough one to call back from.
Suzuki now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. Close but called a ball, and the count is 2-0. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Chopped to third, but it kicks foul. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Getting hit around a little bit here.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout.
It looked like it went off the catcher's knee.
And the 0-1.
Ball.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Simpson takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now it's going to be Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca gets under it.
There's a better inning. There we go.
That is that. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2, the Rays nothing. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Ryan Valade leading things off and takes a strike. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Next pitch misses way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone. Full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Out towards right center field.
I think I'm being a bit too selective here.
He makes the grab. 1 away.
Up next for the Rays.
And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson. Walked to open the ball game.
That's a ball.
Hey, Suki.
The 1-1. In the air, left field. Happ on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Number 4, second baseman, Cattell.
Here's Ketel Marte. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
And it's fouled away. Got him. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte. Down in order, go the Rays. And they're down 2-0.
Not bad.
As we go to the top of the fourth. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. That's in there. 0-1. That one fouled off. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
I know. I need to kind of separate outside stream stuff from the game itself.
The bat, number 7. Shortstop, Dansby.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Slider misses outside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. In the air, right side. 2 down.
The batter, number 6. Designated hitter.
So digging in, Matt Shaw. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a slider misses down and away.
I didn't want to fish for that one.
The 1-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Marte drifts towards it. And that is that. 3 up, 3
Yeah, let's see if we can get in the hit column first.
2-0.
Zeros for me is not good.
Back now in Tampa Bay. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau.
Number 8, Brandon Lau.
Lau, 31 years old. He made his big league debut in 2018, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Way out in front.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it for the K. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
The Rays down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-1 now. And that one is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Suzuki should have this one. And there's two away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. That's in there. That's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one ripped, but foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Oh, jackknifes out of the way. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That got him. Take it,
The batter, number 2.
Two outs,
hitter,
runner at first.
Yandy.
Now here is Yandy Diaz. The 0-1. In the air, right field.
Yeah, it does.
Is over.
But what stings more is I don't have a hit still.
I'm at the game like we're supposed to. I'm just staying in my lane and I'm supposed to be 100.
Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. In the air, out towards right center. Valade on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca moving back for this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, it was jersey they had about 20-some years ago.
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. Swings through that. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Good eye right there. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first.
That sounded harder than a ground ball.
It's the Cubs 2, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
That gonna be the first one? There we go.
And that'll bring the time
Clean single there.
to the plate.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls grounded out his first time off. The lefty, the 1-0. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. That one.
I don't even know if they use that anymore.
And it's 3-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
I think that was for City Connects at the time, and they've changed that now. So now it looks more like the Green Monster, which I think is pretty cool.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Now some trouble handling the breaking ball. The throw to third, not in time.
Yeah, that helped.
Safe, and it's second and third with nobody out.
Now 2 men are in scoring position after that one gets away, and still nobody out. They're in a good position to maybe make this a big inning. Good chance to make that mistake hurt right here.
Here's a tapper towards short. Tosses to first.
They got the run in.
To 1 as the run comes in. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Get him over, get him in.
Activity in the bullpen for the first time. Edward Cabrera getting loose out there. Milner warming up as well. Man at second. And that one almost hit him. Lifted in the air down the left side. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Runner around third. He'll score in the title.
Well, here we are,
New game.
through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Matthew Boyd out of the game, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for
Edward Cabrera comes on now. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He is struck out and he is walked.
Oh.
The 1-0.
Strike. Woo.
Move to second, and he's just back in. Oh, close play.
Wow. That
Still
was...
only 1 out here in the inning. The 1-2. That's a little bit low.
I thought they did too.
Runner edges away at second. Just misses there. Payoff pitch. Ripped to short. Throw to first.
Nothing out of that at bat.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman, number 8.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays. And a strike on the outside edge.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Man on second, 2 down. Oh, he gloves it to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Oh, I thought that was going to be bounce off his glove, but it did not. But hey, tie game at least. So.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Your footsteps through the dark, the colors shaping amazing display, but Aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars.
So up next, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Pitch
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
Ball 1. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is
Oh, they're caught by a lot.
So they've still got both their challenges.
Oh, more than a whisker.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. On the ground to short, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Not quite enough there.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Carson.
Almost got a 6.43.
Here's the catcher to hit, Carson Kelly.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. should be an inning-ending double play.
Fought off foul. The Rays trying to keep this a 2-2 game, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Runner takes off. In the air to left center. Simpson on the move to the alley. Makes the grab.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. He's already homered in this game. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their
Again,
challenges.
caught a lot of the zone.
Runner on the move. That's it for a strike. Save. And
That was my plan.
And runs at third.
Bad timing there.
The 0-2. Ball 1 there. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Dansby Swanson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And that's a strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there.
Nothing hurt by the no in the center field, at least. Oh, I'm surprised that wasn't an error.
Now pitching for
Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Obi Milner. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. Outfield playing very deep.
Could use one from here.
Anything over their heads. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Daniel Palencia preparing to come on if needed. Thielbar, the lefty, warming up as well.
That's the ball.
Here's a 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Yeah, it is. And I got a home run off of him the other day, so.
almost got him.
So I know I can.
Ball three.
Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swings through.
Oh, that
one.
was
It's a
nasty.
strikeout.
Up next for the Rays, the catcher,
Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well.
Yeah, one at bat later. And there you go. I got him. I think Raleigh was the one that got him the other day too.
Take the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And he took it the other way.
One down. Now it's the DH, Yandy Diaz. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. What a stop. Throw to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Up.
Yeah, we'll be right back after the ads. Got the race game on my second PC monitor, and I tell you, you can lose a ball on that roof. It's a lot wider than it used to be.
Two down, nobody on. Can't make
Yeah,
contact.
you see how it is in the game.
More guys are looking to slug regardless of the count.
But and then you look at the lights. It's about the color of the lights.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I think it's letting in a lot more daylight.
Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
So what you see in my game here is not a true representation anymore.
Gets a piece.
And I wonder if they'll actually fix that.
Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in the bottom of the sixth. Fights it off. He'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And they'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
High fly ball, right field. Suzuki on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Tampa Bay.
I have a lead now.
For Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
I need to get somebody warming up here.
And fouled off. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw. Out to short. No play. That's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That's the ball.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
And a 1-0.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Ripped to right. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Jonathan Long with his first major league hit.
Almost robbed him of it.
This is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Ian Happ, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Late with the swing there.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And that is downstairs. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Oh, I thought you were going to get it, Suki.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. And out 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball double play.
Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball.
That's going to tie it up.
Field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. The run scores from third, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Productive at bat for sure right there. Nice sac fly, ties up the ball game, and now they've got to look for a way to go ahead.
So the sac fly ties the game. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Get him?
And he's
Yes.
out on the tag.
Get the tag.
Trying to take the lead in the late going. Can't blame them, but the defense was having none of that. Close play at the dish. The tag applied just in time, and we'll push on with a tie ball game.
Get a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Palencia. Taylor Walls digs in now.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around. With
Now, let's see. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I will actually set him down and get Brooks Raley going. Yeah, I got the right, left, left, right, left, right for the 8th inning.
The 0-1. That one at triple digits. Palencia goes 5 feet 11 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball still.
102. That's going to be tough to catch up to.
The shortstop takes a ball. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's to third. Long. Zips it to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ryan Valade. That one inside. Ball one. All tied up here, the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. Very high with that one. And that is ball one. Two down, nobody on.
Nope, ball two.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Fastball for a strike. On the ground, right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rays 3.
Rolling down the highway, get on board. Down the Mississippi Valley, starting in the north. A million.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Rays,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing. You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first, nobody out. Ball one low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way inside, gets out of the way. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
So up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Here's your 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery.
Yeah, missed that one a bit, and I only get 1.
Go-ahead run is at third. Nico Horner will hit next. Golden opportunity right here.
And now a strikeout would be really nice.
This at-bat could end up defining the game. Deep breaths in the box. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
On the ground right side, and 2 away now.
With that, like the runner back.
Dansby Swanson getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the inside corner for a strike. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. The Cubbies with the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets it.
Yeah, I got out of that. Let's go.
Strand a couple. So no change in the score. It's 3-3.
All right, 2, 3, 4 coming up for me. I got a big chance to get the lead here.
On the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Caleb Thielbar. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
The second baseman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong under it.
I was trying to do too much there, and that didn't work.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman, number 8.
So digging in, Brandon Lau. Infield shifted to the pull side.
Plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
There's the ball.
And it's a called strike after the review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rays, the third baseman, number 13.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now fly ball to right center. Suzuki settles underneath.
Pretty lazy fly balls. That didn't do anything for me.
That will end the inning.
Yeah.
So they go quietly there. 9th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Somebody's going to win this in their last at bat.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Matt Shaw. Bounce to third, but it kicks foul.
Suki and I got it.
And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Two. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Jonathan.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench.
3,
Alex Bregman. He represents the go-ahead run. Alex Bregman stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1. Up the middle. Marte fires to first in time.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
I didn't even know there was a Palde and Toros.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Can we walk it off, or is there going to be extra innings?
Score remains tied at 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jacob Webb. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits. Win this ball game, you better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That's not the swing I was looking for there.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yandy.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Yes, barely.
All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first, 2 out.
Up next for the Rays, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Here's the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Oh!
On the ground, Bregman handles.
Nope, we're going to see extras.
Swings to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3.
Which, if I heard correctly, that means the Cubs get their second challenge back.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back
Rays,
in a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Garrett Clevenger. He's been so good against lefties. Michael Bush now at the plate. 1 for 4 with a double. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Grounds one to short. Walls. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Up next to the Cubs, the right fielder,
So up next, Seiya Suzuki.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. DeLuca gets there. He's under it. 2 down. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next to the Cubs, the center fielder.
Yeah, I pitched to him and all I got was a flyout. So.
Go ahead run on base.
No harm done.
Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. That one missing inside. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Bunt attempt popped up. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead.
It just doesn't get any better than this for the offense. The squeeze produces the go-ahead run, and it doesn't even cost them an out. A perfect play and a big one this late in the game.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Carson Kelly.
I hadn't seen the squeeze play in a while.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Man on second, 2 down. Towards first, Lau. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag.
Yeah, let's see if I can tie it back up.
So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cubs 4 and the Rays 3. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show.
Hits have been hard to come by for me, so maybe I'll got one here.
On the mound, the closer, Phil Maton. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season.
Got a couple of guys to get through first, though. So.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Taylor Walls getting ready to hit. Third baseman playing on the edge of the ground. Looking for the sac bunt. Bunting for a hit and a foul ball.
Well, comfortable or not,
I thought that was fair.
Closers, they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Just got a piece.
So the tying run at second. The shortstop takes the ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Ryan Valade.
That'll work.
Hit into the outfield. Here comes the runner. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 4-4.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One out man at first. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. That one inside, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Next pitch is downstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Tied at 4. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. He gets there. Winning run at third with only 1 out.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game.
I got my big guys coming up now. 2, 3, 4.
Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Ball 1, no strikes. The Rays, the winning run at third. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. Out towards right center.
Oh, that'll be deep enough, I believe.
Strong settles underneath it. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Rays walk it off in extra innings.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through, extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
One here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Hey, I only needed two, so, But hey, it still works. We still won. That's the biggest thing. So, I'm probably not going to wait out to anybody today, so. Appreciate you both hanging out with me, and I will most likely see you tomorrow as I start the series with the Yankees.